Good morning, Earth sign men. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Hey, gentlemen, what I'd like to do is to go on and just give you your romantic reading of the predominant female energy that I kind of see coming towards you from now until the end of this month, gentlemen. I'm going to be using my enormous deck, gentlemen, today, as well as a few additional oracle decks or cards to give you a bit more parting advice. Gentlemen, as we get into this reading, if it resonates for you, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, gentlemen, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay, gentlemen, I've already shuffled the cards, and they're illustrated as we see here. Okay, let's go on and get started by first making a few general observations regarding the woman or the women, gentlemen, that I kind of feel coming towards you, okay? Gentlemen, looking at those cards here, she looks to me to be a bit depressed. She seems to be a negative thinker, I'm kind of feeling, and her personality seems very draining and dry to me. But she looks to me to be very attractive, gentlemen. I'm feeling that she's one of the females appear to be very pleasant, and it looks like you might be receiving some type of communication or message from this female, as it appears to be either a long-distance type relationship or an internet-based romance, okay? I'm also seeing a very tall, ambitious type woman that seems to be showing here. And she appears to be a bit arrogant. I'm seeing that it looks like her self-esteem is somewhat low and she's stressed. I'm also feeling too, gentlemen, if you're not already married to this female, she's already committed or she's engaged or she appears to be unavailable in some sense, okay? And it looks like when I'm kind of seeing these cards here, it looks like an unreliable commitment that might be made that you can't trust. I'm kind of feeling, gentlemen, okay? So, gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get started. I'm going to start off with this 39 card here, actually. That's a new card that's introduced. Raina George introduced into her new system. And basically, gentlemen, what this card represents the bed card. So it certainly emphasizes the fact that this appears to be more of a sexually charged type relationship. Okay, because this card is certainly talking about, really, gentlemen, taking a ride in a sack, So it certainly shows that this is perhaps predominant in your mind, and this is something that is going to indeed happen, but it looks like you may find yourself involved in an emotional entanglement, if you will, when you're kind of seeing that card, okay? We already know that this 29 card represents her, so it's really no need of further discussion. So let's go on to this next card here. We have that coffin card. And guys, this card is certainly all about, negative events. And the ruler of this card, gentlemen, is fire and earth. So we have the fire signs, the Sagittarius, Leos, and Aries, as well, gentlemen, as the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and or Virgos. Okay, so this card says that you might even in fact see this woman as being somehow dead to you in some way, or you might also be thinking about, gentlemen, a relationship that perhaps didn't go well, because this card certainly shows that this woman, again, as already indicated from the onset, appears very negative or depressed. And gentlemen, she might even also work in like a funeral type home or something of that nature. But usually, gentlemen, with this card is usually someone from whom you've been estranged that might have reappeared or will reappear into your life in some way. Okay? Some of you also might even be contemplating, gentlemen, when you're kind of seeing this card also, a deceased, type lover. I'm just feeling that this person might even be a bit ill too, gentlemen, with this card. And I'm also getting like, possibly black or dark hair. Okay. Also when I'm kind of seeing this card too as well, gentlemen. Another thing that's kind of coming to mind too here as it relates to perhaps various things that this card usually brings about. It usually brings up maybe a painful ending or separation of some sort. So this woman might in fact, even though that she's kind of appearing in your reading, she might have just ended some type of a relationship that, or is in the process of ending a relationship that seems or appear to me to be quite difficult for her, okay? The next card here, gentlemen, is that Sit card. So, gentlemen, this card is all about, certainly all about separations, and it re-emphasizes the fact that perhaps this woman may have, kind of separated, okay? And the ruler, gentlemen, of this card is Mars, and it kind of connects us to air-type signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, gentlemen, as well as Earth-type signs, Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo. So, this card certainly says that this woman, gentlemen, when you're seeing this card, she's a bit hurt. It looks like she's very scarred, about, the aftermath of what perhaps has been done to her. And she's very mean and critical and a bit bitter, okay? And, gentlemen, with this card, she might even be a bit hurtful to you at times, okay? Because I'm feeling that she's very, like a cutthroat type person. And she could even potentially, gentlemen, for some of you, even be a hairdresser, even a surgeon or a doctor. But it seems that, her tongue is just so sharp, and she could possibly even be a bit rude, at sometimes to you. I'm kind of feeling too, gentlemen, like I said, I'm picking up several type of females that's coming up, and I'm feeling that this woman looks to me to be quite curvy, but she might be a bit slim. And I'm seeing like perhaps shorter type hair. But it looks like this, with this card, it brings about, gentlemen, someone that has, a lot of scars, or even possibly have scars on their body or something, okay? All right, but it also shows some type of a brutal type, separation or a divorce or something that seemed to have happened, I'm feeling, in her life, okay? Gentlemen, let's move on to the next card. It's, more, is a little bit more positive than these other cards. So we have this bouquet card there. And so, gentlemen, this card is certainly all about happiness and joy, and connects us to Earth-type signs, Taurus, Virgos, as well as the Capricorns, okay? And it also connects us with air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this card definitely, adds to the fact that this woman is quite attractive. She's charming. She's very exotic looking. And it looks like she has lovely hair, gentlemen. And it looks like that, due to what I've just explained, from the onset of her seeming like she's separated or had some type of argument or divorce, it could already be with you, or it could be with someone else that she's dealing with. It looks like with this card, it adds, more to her personality, and shows that perhaps that she's recently has become single in some sense, or maybe she's more emotionally available now, okay, that I'm seeing here. And I'm also picking up with this card, blonde or light blonde hair. And this woman might even potentially, gentlemen, be an interior decorator or beautician, or she could be involved, gentlemen, in, even possibly, gentlemen, with makeup or doing something in cosmetics or something of that sort, okay? I'm also feeling that she could even be, an artist of some sense, okay? And like I said, her hair, I'm feeling is kind of it looks like it's sometimes long and on the lighter side when, when you're kind of seeing that card there, okay, gentlemen? All right, gentlemen, so let's go on and look at your next card here. We have this letter card, gentlemen, and of course, this card, as you would imagine, is certainly all about, information, all about news and communication of all sorts. And it shows that, you might be waiting for some type of communication to kind of come through or come in from this woman. And this relationship just might as easily, for some of you, be more of a long distance type relationship, I'm kind of feeling, or it could be like an internet, based relationship that, some of you have with this woman. And this card certainly shows that it connects once again to air signs, by the way, and it's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And it certainly shows that this woman, she's very, I'm feeling she's very communicative, and she loves to talk a lot, when you're kind of seeing that card, okay? Also, I'm kind of getting a strong impression, gentlemen, that this woman might even, she might even be a writer or something, or she might be a licensed, type profession. But I'm also getting somewhat of a slim figure, that I'm kind of picking up to with this card, gentlemen. And I'm also feeling that she might even, gentlemen, even work, possibly, even in the post office or something, when you're kind of also seeing that card there too as well, gentlemen. So let's move right along to your next card. We have this Tower card, gentlemen. And gentlemen, this card, it's certainly about things that usually is about things that's of a, of an official type nature, okay? And it connects us with earth type signs, the Taurus, the Virgos, okay, as well as the Capricorn. And gentlemen, this card certainly brings out a feeling of being lonely and kind of isolated in some way. So this shows that this woman, she's feeling kind of a bit lonely or kind of isolated a little bit, okay? I'm also getting the sense that, she's very, as I suggested to you, very, it seems like she's tall, well educated, and with this card, gentlemen, she's a bit arrogant, okay? And gentlemen, she might even be an executive of some sort, like a lawyer, a judge, an official, or she could even be a graduate or works in the hospital, even an airport, gentlemen, or the banks, or perhaps other governmental type agency. But I'm feeling that she has very high morals, and it looks like with this card, she's very, ambitious, okay? And she seems to be conceited, I would say, at some times when you're kind of seeing that card. And as I suggested to you, she seems to be working in a big corporation, I'm feeling, for some of you. Or she might have like a high position also when you're kind of, really seeing that card as well. So gentlemen, let's move right along and just examine the next card that we have here. We have the Mice card. And gentlemen, of course, as you would imagine, this card is somewhat troubling at times, because it's all about, stress, all about anxiety and things, loss and, exhaustion, and just really being tired of kind of really putting in any more effort into anything when it comes to a relationship, okay? So this certainly shows, gentlemen, that, this woman might be, she seems like she's always edgy, or she's picky, or she's like a nagger. She just seems to be very, a restless, I'm feeling a very restless type soul. And she might even, gentlemen, be a bit sick, with this card, okay? And I'm also picking up, perhaps dark gray black hair with probably brown coloring, perhaps. But I'm feeling that with her hair, it looks like she might have thinning hair, I'm feeling, okay? And I'm also getting the sense that she's just, as I suggested to you, she's just very, very, very restless when you're kind of seeing this card. And her work, the job that she seems to be involved in, seems to be quite an arduous type job that's really has been really exhausting her a lot when you're kind of seeing that card, okay? Let's move right along and look at your next card here, gentlemen. We have that Rain card. And gentlemen, this card is certainly all about commitments, contracts and agreements of all sorts. And it connects us with earth and fire signs. So this card says that this woman, as I suggested to you from the onset, appears already to be attached, if she's not already your wife or involved with you in some capacity. Or she might be someone that is manipulative, or is going to manipulate you into some type of a commitment, or tell you that she wants a stronger type commitment to you. But you have to understand that this Mice card comes before it. So the commitment might be, gentlemen, a bit unreliable, okay? Because I'm feeling that she might even be a smooth talker, and you, gentlemen, might even feel that she's kind of running rings around you, okay? I'm also getting very yellowy type complexion, and a very self-contained type person, okay? With, when you're kind of seeing this card. But, gentlemen, rest assured that, this woman, even though she might already be attached, she seems to be very responsible, I'm feeling, and still tries to be dependable. I'm seeing, like, again, light coloring for some of you, or she's very plump or round, you know, in some sense when you're kind of, you know, seeing that card there, okay? Let's go on and just look at, she might also, gentlemen, before moving on, as I suggested to you, might even be involved in, like, again, like she may be a therapist of some sort too with this card, okay? So, gentlemen, we've examined all of the Lenormand's cards, so let's go on and just look at your additional cards, which I'd like to give you some part and advice. I decided to select a card from Sylvia Brown's deck, my spiritual reading cards, and the message here, gentlemen, is try to avoid being pulled in by people who are, or who really try to use you or kind of put you down, okay? And with this card here, as I selected from Doreen's Virtues Romance Angels deck, you have the message here of separation. So there might be some time that's going to be spent apart from a party, and could it be perhaps a past person, as I suggested, that whom you have been estranged, okay? So this card is telling you that there might be some type of separation that might crop up, but you should also keep in mind, you know, of the people that you're dealing with. And to, again, once again, the message here is telling you to try to avoid being pulled in by people who use you and, in fact, put you down. So, gentlemen, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading offers food for thought for you. Once again, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please take a few moments to do so now. And again, if this reading resonated, go on and give it a big thumbs up. Gentlemen, I certainly look forward to hearing your comments. And I presently have an active promotion that's expiring today, gentlemen. So if you would like to have a personal reading, you can certainly contact me at wat61073@gmail.com. And the price is $20 a question. Enjoy your day, gentlemen, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Thank you.